enters the pond from small bayous, top and sides, at high tide. Salty water enters through the sinuous tidal inlet bottom, and the waters mix at low tide. The Gulf Bend flows toward the Gulf. The salt water of the Gulf, coffee-colored by river sediment, washes on marsh at the brink of the southern Bayou country. The briny bath nourishes a variety of vegetation. Oyster grass grows on the raised edge of the water's edge. Right behind is wiregrass, a salt-tolerant marsh plant that threatens to overrun the dark patches of three-cornered grass top left, which is favored by the muskrats and nutria that inhabit the marsh. See that? Oh, this looks goose-shaped right there. Excuse me. Tidal ponds, inlets, and estuaries spangle a trackless coastal marsh in southern Louisiana. Their calm, protected waters, warm and brackish, constitute one of the world's finest aquatic nurseries. They also provide an abundant larder for the many creatures such as shrimp, sea trout, and channel bass that grow to maturity here before entering the Gulf to spawn. A ridge of solid earth called a cheniere rises from a wet coastal marsh, providing a foothold for live oak trees and an otherwise watery habitat. Such ridges, named after the French word for oak, chenille, may extend as far as 30 miles. They were once beaches marking the edge of the Gulf, formed by a wave action that deposited a mixture of river sediments and broken shells from the Gulf's own bottom. Look at all this water. Seawater swirling over the Challenger Islands, about 220 miles off of the Louisiana coast, testifies to the Gulf's triumph over land that once belonged to the Bayou country. These islands were once part of the old St. Bernard Delta when it marked the mouth of the Mississippi, page 24, after the river shifted course. Much of the old delta was gradually submerged in the Gulf's waters, leaving a few islands such as the Chandeliers to be buffeted by the Gulf's restless waves and currents. All the waves. Black willows and leaf cherry stand with bare cottonwoods in this aerial view of northern Louisiana Bayou country. Both kinds of tree thrive best when their roots are generously watered and are often found on rivers, floodplains, such as this nearly flat stretch along the course of a bayou. Oh, those black lines. Fresh from a fast bath in a woodland bayou, a wood duck ruffles the exquisitely tinted feathers that cause many ornithologists to acclaim it North America's most beautiful bird. The shy wood duck lives year-round in a forested bayou country and owes its name to a preference for nesting in the hollows of trees instead of on the ground. Look at that wood duck. The stands of pine and hardwood trees that line the edges of northern bayous provide a meaningful ground for four wildflowers that separately thrive in very different habitats elsewhere. Grass-pink orchids abound in bogs. Jewelweed also touched me not for the way its seed pods burst open when touched. Flourishes in marshes. The low-growing Carolina mallow often evades lawns, and spiderwort does as well in pinelands as in the moist soil near the bayous. Grass-pink orchid. Jewelweed. Carolina mallow. Spiderwort. Hardwoods at the door, teet's edge. Birdhouse in a cypress. A shy slider turtle. A bell-bottom bold cypress. flooded loblolly. Pollen rich pine cones. A rich top stand of loblolly. Tiger beetle. Couchwhip. Mullein plant. Bio-overflow in the woods. Cotton mouse. Dogwood and flower. Copperhead. Rat snake. Wild azalea. Black cherry blossoms. The view from the bridge. Outside its nest hole in a cherry tree stump, a promontory warbler prepares to digest its catch. An annual warm weather visitor to Louisiana from Central America, the warbler was named by local Creoles for the yellow-garbled protonotaries who are prelates of the Roman Catholic Church.